Hey, what's going on, folks? It has been a long freaking time, but I'm back trying to have another session like I always do. It's your boy Professor Q back at it, and now look, check this out. Today I got my lovely wife, Queen, and I got my this baby queen over here. But I got Gabby. She was on a couple of them. You haven't seen her a couple of times, but anyway, anyway, I got my youngest. She on here too. So today we're gonna be talking about men and women, boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? Trying to understand each other, try to really bridge that gap. And when I say understand each other, like have perceptions and understandings from the female and the male perspective, so we can be more in unit than all this separation, all this bickering back and forth. But I'm getting too ahead of myself right now. So, Queen. But I'm gonna start off with my wife, of course. Then go to my youngest. Ask the same question for my younger girl. She is 13. She'll be 14 this weekend, y'all. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's go. And so I just want to get both type of perspectives, young and older perspective of women, and we'll take it from there. All right, so Queen, of course, my first question is this. Now, think of this question, not necessarily me per se, you know what I mean, but your understand what you like, and same thing to you, Gabby. And Gabby, you can hold your head up. You're not on camera. But anyway, what are good or great characteristics that you love or like in a man that would make you either date that man or what you like to see in them? Character. You be next. I'm gonna start with love first. But I like how she look. See how eager she is. But yeah, let's go.
Definitely respect.
Definitely respect.
Yes, it's for me as an older generation.
Mhm.
I've always learned how a man treat his mama is how he gonna treat whatever woman he with. So
We're gonna say
disconnect,
it's a high percentage that
a
that will
high
happen.
percentage.
Because
Yeah,
there's
we'll
some
go
men that
there.
that could treat their women
Yeah,
and mom like nothing, but treat their women like queens.
that is true. Something wrong with that.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying, it's like you definitely got to be respectful.
Okay.
For me, I love the manners. I love the opening of the doors, and that's just me. It's just it. I think this generation just lacked that all together. So to see a young
Man,
man or older man do it, it just
like
brightens my day.
not hold the door open. I seen a dude not speak. He didn't say nothing to the older lady that was at the door, and he just went in there, just went on inside. I had to call him back. I don't even know the young dude, but I called him back. I said, "Man, if you don't hold this door open for this lady right here," he was looking all goofy, but he held it open. But go ahead.
Yeah,
But
it's just
so manners and respect.
You have to have a loving spirit. Not that you ain't gonna fall in love with nobody right away most of the time.
Yeah.
But they got to have an engaging spirit. They got to be
You
loving,
saying
open.
they got to be engaged in you, or just a loving spirit to? What if they do that to everybody? Would you like that?
Well, if they did that to everybody, that mean I just probably got a little more work if I actually like that person. Because I got to scratch the surface a little deeper because, hey, this is just who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, because my husband, I have to scratch the surface a little harder.
So do I have a loving spirit, or do I have like a?
You have a loving spirit.
But I thought like I have like I'm cool with everybody. Like I have an approachable spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like people.
Approachable, and you are loving. I guess loving might not be the word I need to use.
Yeah.
You're just open to receiving people, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Because when you're open to receiving people, most times people gravitate to you.
Okay, so here go a good question. You can answer if you want to or not. What is about a guy that you love or like? It's in their character or in them characteristics that's not in me that you like.
Baby, honestly, I can't say, and I'm not being funny.
So this ain't no bias thing.
It's not a bias thing, no. Because it's like, as long as we've been married, it's things about you that I've grown to love. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like right off the bat, you was a city boy. You weren't opening doors.
I was opening doors. I wasn't opening the car doors.
Right.
Because if I start opening the car doors in the beginning, you would think, right, that's what I'm going to do from here on out. So I said, I'm not going to start that without opening up your door when we go into a building.
in a building, that's just your nature. You know what I'm saying? But the car door thing, I was like,
yeah, because I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna pretend to be something in the beginning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, I'm just saying.
So hold on, just to understand where you're coming from. You like respect, manners,
You got to be open to receiving people,
and a loving spirit. All right. Now look, we finna move on to the future 14-year-old, of course. Now we did hear one of them already because you kind of agree with your mom, so we want with respect. What you mean, like? I'm saying from your, I don't want to say age level, but for real, from your age level, what does respect mean to you? When you be like, this dude is respectful.
Like, they can't talk to their, like, mom or just any grown person in general, any type of way.
I like that, Gabby. Even though you talk to me any kind of way, I like that you... I'm just playing, yeah. I don't play that. But, so respectful. What else in the dude? Because, you got young guys. It's kind of different from what your mom's saying, because that kind of happen as they get wiser and older. So your age... I'm not saying they don't have those, but what would make a girl of your age, attracted to a boy?
You gotta have good hygiene.
Good hygiene. Did y'all hear that? When I be telling y'all, man, little dude, man, y'all need to take a bath. I ain't talking about you to put you down. I'm literally trying to help you. But anyway, so good hygiene. I like that. Now the looks got to be there, y'all, of course, right? Because y'all didn't say nothing about the looks. Because can they have those qualities and be just kind of like, I like you?
Not off the bat.
Not off the bat?
No.
But
he
has a
nice
loving
on the eye. You're gonna have to be nice. That's the first thing I'm gonna see is you.
Yes.
So
I agree. I just when I asked that question,
I was just a
man that carried himself well wasn't in there.
You know what I'm saying? You could be a 200-pound guy
and can still hold yourself together.
And still hold yourself together.
I give you that.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you date a 200-pound guy who keep himself together? You kind of small. I don't know.
She said no.
That's too much. All right, go ahead. What? Okay, so respectful and good hygiene.
They have, like, I'm not gonna say they have to know how to dress, but they can't dress any type of way.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to put stuff together.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Not like me. I dress like a pops. You know what I'm saying? I dress like the guy who in the house. You know what I mean? But I know how to, I could get jazzed up a little bit. You know what I mean? When I need to. So, what about y'all when it come to like finances? How where y'all at on that? Where you at? Let's go with you and then we'll go with her.
I might have to answer this with her. That's why I be trying to teach her.
Yes.
I really learned what it meant when my father said, "If they ain't got no car, why you with them?"
They ain't got no car, why you with them?
If they ain't got no job, why you with them?
Now that part I can agree with him, but what if they do have a job but they don't have a car? Like it could be.
Well, back in the day, if you didn't have a car, where were you going? You understand what I'm saying?
I went a lot of places.
You was in the city.
Yeah.
I'm from the country. Two different things. We have bus lines.
But are you saying in general or if you a country girl?
I'm just saying back in the day, that's us growing up in the country, our dad always told us that as we dated guys. And I'm just like, I used to be like you, like, they can have a job and they just maybe can't afford a car right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But as a father, you want them to be with somebody that's going to be able to take care of them.
Yeah.
Not, hey, my daughter ain't got to work type of thing, but to be able to be financially stable.
I'm with you.
I need a man that's going to have some kind, be better than me. Or
That's
be right there with me so we can grow and be better. Because two people that don't have no accountability for how they spend money will always be moving from pillar to post.
True. Listen. Ladies in general, this is my perspective. Comment. You know what I'm saying? Go into the comments and check me if I'm wrong. But ladies do not date down, meaning that up under them. If they feel like they have a certain statue, you got to be at their statue or above. Ladies don't barely date down. That's just by nature. Just like a dude. He won't mind his woman not having no job. He'll provide. I'm saying like status wise, he don't mind. Like a man could pull up to a woman at McDonald's and holler at her, but ain't no woman ain't no businesswoman. Her guy can't work at McDonald's and she own a company or anything like that. But I'm just throwing it out there. I know I might be wrong to some, but anyway, I got to hear this from my youngest because she asks me for money all the time. I'm just letting y'all know that. I mean, she don't get it all the time, but she definitely asks. So so do your friend boy? That don't sound right.
Yes, that's you said it exactly right.
Do he have to have money for you to be with him right
Mm,
now at the age that you are now? Not
no,
necessarily,
but
cause
like if I have money, don't ask me to like buy you stuff all the time. Like,
that's your job, ain't
She
it?
did say all the time.
That's your job, right? You supposed to
but
ask.
y'all are my parents. Like, it's
No, not exclude me, not me. I'm saying the guy that you're with. You don't want him to ask you for money all the time, right?
no, like that's just weird.
That's weird, right? You would want what you want is for him. You can go to him and ask him for money, maybe a few times, but don't ask you for money all the time, right?
I'm not saying you can't at all, but
Yeah, you're not
you
right.
just
You're not saying at all,
constantly like, oh, can you buy me this? Can you buy me that?
right? That's weird. But if you do it, it's okay though, right?
No.
It's not okay for you to do it.
Not all the time. That's what she was saying. Not all the time. You weren't
Really?
listening, baby.
Like,
See, this is when
let's
you
say
do something and the missus is co-signing. I ain't listening now. But anywho, go ahead.
like let's say if you and mom like y'all just started talking and like you just call her and be like, can you send me some money
Absolutely
to
not.
do this and do
That's
that?
wrong.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I was just saying, I agree with that. I was just saying, like, but if you do it, like when we first met and she said, um, hey, hey, Q, I'm really feeling you, but I probably won't be able to talk to you for the rest of the week because my phone gonna be turned off tomorrow. If you can, is it possible that you can help me out with my phone bill? And this is like our second week of talking. Is that okay?
Mm-mm.
It's not okay?
No.
Oh, okay.
Cause
It's your
just think
second
about
week.
this. The second week of me getting to know you,
Uh huh.
right? I would tell you, I'd be like, hey, my phone messed up, so I might not be able to talk to you this week till I get my phone bill. That's the second week. Maybe 30 plus days.
Yeah.
You
Then it's okay
know,
to ask me.
it might be
Is it
okay.
okay for me to ask you after 30 days?
Yeah, if you in a pinch
Holy
and you
moly.
ain't asking me for no rent money,
What's the limitations? Should I how much should a man be able to ask after 30 days? It's just a thought, just a scenario.
okay, just I don't know.
$30? It's 30 days, $1 a day.
No. That's a hard question for me to ask.
Nah.
It's a lot of in between questions to get to that answer you
Nah,
looking for.
I'm real insecure ain't the word I want to use. I'm real solid about not asking a woman,
We
really a
know.
person,
We know.
period, about, you know what I'm saying? If I have something, I would do my best to try to make that happen. If somebody give me some money, it's because they see it and then they offer, but not something that I would go to them and ask them. But I can understand. No, that's a good quality. I could say this. I ain't gonna say the dude's name, but I remember it was the guy that you talked to a few years ago, and she liked him because he took up for her, and it was two reasons why. But she talked to him for that. It wasn't about how he looked, even though he was a decent young man. But to me, I felt like for her to be that young and have a characteristic like that and look at those characteristics as in, you know what, a person that's going, look out for me when I ain't around, person that's going to have my back. And he remember him, giving her stuff for her birthday and just looking out for her. But to me, I thought that was a good, to be young and look at those characteristics other than he cute, you know what I'm saying? Or
Mm-hmm.
he play football. Usually young women date the boy that's famous, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well known, got statue, you know what I'm saying? So I like that quality in you that you have. Well, you still have it, but you had for you to have it so young, because I think you was like 11 or 12 or something like that. Somewhere there, 10, 11, something like that. But okay. So, ladies, my next question is, what do y'all have a question towards when it comes to men or boys? No question?
Well, I guess in general. This
Yes,
is
we talking about in general, not
question.
me, because
Yeah,
I'm not
'cause
men. I'm just a man, but not
yeah,
men.
my man. But
Just throw that out there, okay?
just why some? I'm gonna say some, but not all. I still just don't get the sagging of the pants. I don't. I don't.
I don't necessarily put that in the category of men,
But
but there are
they
some.
want to call themselves men. You got some over 40
Oh,
still
okay,
trying to sag their
that's true.
pants,
That's true.
and I don't understand that. I have our men, some of our men, been so brainwashed with this so-called style
Hmm.
that they really think it's okay.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Majority of the men and young men that you see with their pants down, it's about uh what's the word, like being in the in crowd or that validation amongst your crew, because that's what they do. If your crew wore um tank tops with baggy shorts and some flip flops, if that's what they did, is that what they did as a unit, you going to be a part of that unit, you're gonna do that as well. So the majority of the guys is only following the other guys. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, because I personally don't believe in it at all. But I see why they doing it, because they know, oh man, this how the homies dress. This how the fellas dress. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that, especially the younger generation, period, let alone men and women, but the younger generation, they're not really analyzing why certain things are happening. They just doing it because that's what they see everybody else doing, and they going with it.
Okay.
Because think about it, slides. I do not understand, as a man. I do not understand why I see so many guys in slides. I don't know why you got on slides. Everybody they get. I asked my asked the supervisor, do he wear slides? He thought I was finna start fussing about, man, dude's not supposed to wear slides. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the majority of men get clean,
Get clean.
step out of a nice ride, and when they foot coming out the car, the first thing I see is slides and Crocs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why y'all doing that? But I know the only reason why they doing it because they see that's what everybody else doing.
I don't want to be with you if you riding around with me with Crocs
I
and
would
slides on.
I
How
wouldn't
the hell you
necessarily.
gonna push my car if it break down or change my tire? Or if somebody attacking me, how you gonna get them off
Baby,
me in some damn slides and
you
Crocs?
gonna judge a man characteristic by the style that he chose?
Man,
That's not his character. He may be following the wrong people. But when you don't realize that sometimes you could be an influence on somebody, because think about it, if you made him feel okay by just not always wearing Crocs, then he'll go there because he's literally like going what everybody's doing. If you showed him something different
okay.
or made the person feel like, hey, it's okay to rock some boots or some, you know what I'm saying? I got some retros for you, you know what I'm saying? Just something to kind of lean them towards, a different way. Not saying that's your job or nothing like that, but
Right. That's just my
people feel comfortable
preference.
what everybody's doing. And if you want them to do something that everybody ain't doing, then you have to make them feel comfortable in that as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that's your job, but I'm just gonna say that you wouldn't want to throw somebody in the trash or throw somebody to the wayside because they wear slides. Like, you know what? He wears slides. He ain't no good. Really? That's judgmental. What if I
I
see?
have to say
What
he ain't
about a
no
woman that wear a
good.
bonnet when she go to the store?
Oh, let me tell you,
No,
she don't need to do that. I can't stand
but
that
what if
either.
a man walked past his wife, his future wife, because she had a bonnet on his head, and he right off the bat judged her like she ain't nothing but a.
He better be like, God, even if she have a bonnet on, please, and just show it, make her the only one visible, cause I don't do the bonnet.
But you said that about the man with the slides.
God better make him visible too.
I'm glad I ain't had no slides on with me, man. All right. I don't know why your head is in your lap, but okay. So when it comes to boys, you pretty much understand them.
I mean, I
It's a
guess.
caterpillar.
You do. That's what's. Now you to be the first young lady I've met or know of that understand young boys. You just know the basics though. You don't know like if what if the guy you was talking to cried a lot. Would that be cool with you?
Not all the time.
Like, I'm talking about whining. When I say cry, I don't mean like tears. I'm talking about the type of dude that just whine and complain about a lot of stuff.
Mm.
Do
Both of us can't be crybabies, huh?
just one of y'all. What about we don't be?
Right.
This is what about we both don't. But that's true though. I mean, I wouldn't trip if you whine a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to bring this to this will be my last question or last statement is that I'm trying to think of how to word it. So let's say like okay, so like let's say in the beginning of the relationship, right? If you put your hands on me,
Mm-hmm.
that's sis. But I'm just saying that somebody came in the front door. I gotta look when somebody come through my front door. But when you in the beginning, if you put just anywhere in the relationship, if you put your hands, what's up, sis?
I come in the house, hi people.
This my sis right here, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a ladies situation as well.
Oh God, you really want me to sit down?
Please do.
You don't.
That's why not.
Because my opinion is
Girl,
definitely
come
not
sit
the same
down
as
then.
everybody else.
You come sit down
I'm
then.
gonna be talking to Anya.
No,
Oh, okay.
we doing a recording. So check this out. If y'all put y'all hands on the guy, do you think that he got the right to put his hands back on you?
Yeah.
No, don't you say you didn't? You just walked out. You said no. You think that you think if you hit your significant other in the face, you drew back and punched him in the face, should he put his hands back on you?
I think he should just leave me alone.
He should leave you alone.
Mm-hmm.
So you hit him,
See,
but
that's
he's
the
Yeah,
difference.
just leave me alone.
just leave you alone.
Can and
Should is
two
two different things.
Can and should is two different things. To what? What you mean?
Right, because if you put your hands on somebody, they do have the right. And so that means that they can put their hands back on you.
Uh huh.
Now, should they? I hope not, because there'd be a lot of dead females around here just off of one hit or quitter.
Okay, so that being said, because that's where I was really going with the question. If you put your hands on him and he doesn't touch you, he might push you off him. And he might be the big person and leave. In the long run, would you respect that man?
Yes.
You a lie. You a lie. If you could put your hands on your man and he don't touch you, you will always put your hands on your man. Always.
That's not true.
Let me address that. Right,
I'm listening.
babe. I have
Because there's a difference. A can
put my hands on you, not in a physical mad altercation,
Yes.
right? But I caught you off guard, right?
Yes.
You didn't put your hands on me.
I didn't.
But you addressed the situation.
Yes.
Okay, even if that man would have walked away,
Yes.
that don't mean later on he didn't address the situation.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he was just so upset at that moment.
Mhm.
It was good for him to walk away.
Yes.
I respect any man who can walk away from a woman if they put their hands on them.
Yes.
I can't respect a man if you knew you could walk away,
Yes.
but you
You know
sat
you
there
gonna
and you
leave.
beat her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm
So-
gonna respect you more if you walk away.
This is what I just said. Maybe I didn't word it correctly.
Maybe you did.
If a woman put her hands on her man
Mm-hmm.
and he walk away,
Mm-hmm.
you saying it ain't no chance that you gonna put your hands on him again?
Not if he addressed it. Maybe he walked away to cool off.
Mhm.
You understand what
He
I'm
did.
saying?
He did walk away and cool
Okay,
off.
if he don't address it, yeah, they gonna do that again. If he don't address it, it might happen again.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. You put your hands on him, he address it like, yo, don't touch me again. And you saying, okay, then cool, then we done. This day forward, I'm not gonna put my hands on you. But a woman that put her hands on him and he doesn't address it, he just walks away. If he don't address it, then you should have the right to put your hands on him.
No, you shouldn't have the right to do
I'm not gonna
that.
say have the right. I take that back.
Well,
I believe that
you
if you
have some women that would have took that as, oh, well, he ain't gonna hit me back, so I can do as much as I want. Right? It's a lack of respect there. You demand that respect when you walk away and come back like, hey, you know I can hurt you. Don't do that. Don't put your hands on me. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
it thing about women, no woman really, the majority of women, let me correct that, wants a man they can run over.
That's
The
what
majority of women don't.
I was saying it in the nature of that. I know that if you put your hands on me and that becomes the norm because I'm always the bigger guy, you're not gonna have respect for me. What you just said, because you can run up. You like, yo, whenever. Because if when I do address it, it has to be in a powerful way for you.
Right, but
For
the first time
the
you
person
do
that
it, the first time that female does that, you need to address it. Even if you got up
I
from this
agree.
table and walked away, you need to come back and address it. You just left to cool off. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To
So you
get
just
your
saying
right frame of mind
the
back.
first time address that woman so she never put her
Right.
hands on you again.
That's like the first time, hey, if you gave me your credit card and said, hey, you can go spend $100 and I go spend $1,000. If you don't address that the first time, I'm gonna feel like every time you give me something, I can go beyond what you say.
Yeah.
So it's just, I really have a lack of respect for any man or woman that feel like they supposed to hit on their spouse.
But
I,
but
it,
people do it. I was
they
just
do
wondering
it. I just
when it
don't
comes to
understand.
the female putting her hands on the man and he does the what you consider to be the right thing to do by not putting his hands on her and being a bigger person and walking away. Does that help the situation? Because
For,
he even if
for
he
the
come
sake of saving face for him as a man, it does. Especially if they're in public, it does. It does. It helps the situation because I've seen in public where women would attack whatever male they were with, and they when you're in a situation like that, your true character shows. It shows.
Mhm.
So if a man like, look, man, cut it out, you know what I'm saying, or he walk away from you, because ultimately, especially I know most people don't see the size of my husband, or at least your frame.
but I
You
was
a big dude.
no, but I would say this, and I agree with you. I would just say when we talking about women and young girls in general, because I'm not gonna place my I'm not talking about the general. I'm not talking about what I saw and what I went through. I'm saying as in general. Do I think that if a women, and that doesn't mean you.
Right. It
You're
doesn't
a
mean
woman.
me.
You're not women.
Right.
So if women out there putting their hands on their significant other, and he does do the right thing by, no, saying not hitting her back and walking away, I think that opens up the door to, damn, I could do this again and he gonna be the bigger man.
Well, like I said, with that, if he don't come and address it
If he don't dress it in a way
that
that
first time,
not address like, hey,
no,
I feel like you shouldn't put your hands on me. She gon' that could draw up another confrontation again.
that's true.
It all depends on how he addressed it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because I agree.
I
I agree
like
with
that
you.
saying that my mother and father taught me. You put your hands on somebody, expect them to put their hands on you.
Right. I just want to see. I personally don't. I don't do it because I was no. My mother. My mama told me even when I get grown, she gonna ever since I was little, say even if I'm grown and married, she said I put my hand on, she gonna come with me. So when I was little, it used to scare me. Like, man, I can't even touch my own wife. You know what I'm saying? So that's embedded in me.
Well, I've taught, I try to instill that in our daughters. You just can't go around putting your hand on a man thinking, oh, he not gonna hit me back.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
I agree. I agree.
I be like, don't put your hand on nobody unless it's self defense. Yeah, lock the front door.
Where the boys at? And shall I lock the back door? They in their rooms, and yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. So I got this thing is going way too long. You know what I'm saying? But I want to appreciate love and Gabby. That's all. Just Gabby for being on her. And also interrupted by my sis too. Sis,
Sorry, y'all.
she's not sorry. She's not sorry at all.
I ain't.
And
Look, I apologize.
we gonna and she would have definitely brought some spice, more spice to this. I promise y'all. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that note. Make today. What it say? Make your day better. Make the world better. Peace.